we're gonna get into another the Guardians of the Galaxy spoiler review, and we're gonna show you all this clips and we're just playing in the background. And I'll tell you one thing: hopefully our channel doesn't get shut down, but if it does, give us 5 minutes and we'll restart again.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah, we'll restart again in 5 minutes. But I'm showing you basically the Hindi version, but the shitty low quality. There's actually a high quality 1080p that, thanks to God, to Kike who found it, that is available, but it's from the same guy. But I decided to put the shitty version so that we don't get banned. Because if I put the really, really good version, we'll definitely get banned. But this is the whole movie. I mean, I'm not skipping. I'm showing like 6 seconds and skipping around and shit. But let's just discuss the movie while we play this in the background. At the end of this, our review will show you the end of credit scenes of the fucking movie. But here we go. Kike, this is the best Marvel movie I've seen since Spider-Man No Way Home.
It's fucking good. It's really good, man. It's really good.
James Gunn, this is his best movie, period.
Yeah.
Everything else compared to this is ass. It is. This is good because it had comedy in it.
Yeah, but not overly fucking stupid.
Exactly. This was super emotional, super dramatic, super like I said earlier during the comments, 3 times during the movie, I thought that was the ending.
Yeah.
And when I moved my cursor to see how much was left, I was like, oh shit, this is not the ending. And that happened to me 3 times because of the shit that I was watching and how emotional it was. And I was like, this is the ending. No, the movie kept going. This movie's long. And I'm telling you, bro, James Gunn is going to make an amazing Superman movie because he said it's not going to have jokes. It's going to be a Superman movie. And if he did this to the Guardians, if he did this movie to the Guardians, wow, I think he's going to make an amazing fucking Superman movie.
He closed it with a fucking golden brooch. Like, poof, there you go. That's it. He didn't say it. Do you want me to get to the end? Like, at the very end, like when... No, go ahead. I'll tell something that is going to be...
Look, I had issues with this movie.
Yeah.
Like, the first 15 to 20 minutes, to me, I was like, God damn it, this is another Taika Waititi movie.
Oh, yeah.
It was fucking...
I can totally understand that part.
The jokes were even bad. The jokes were even bad. The first maybe 15 movies of it. But after that, where it was like, he pushed away the jokes and said, let's get serious. And it got serious. There was jokes in there. But even the jokes were like, it was just perfect. It was just the right amount.
What are you talking about? Like, at the beginning, what didn't you like? Because they started fucking playing a fucking song, and it's like, I'm a freak, right?
Pretty much, honestly, what pissed me off the most was Drax, because he's still... Okay, let's just get into what pissed me off, because I love this movie. And I love the writing, and I just said, and I complimented it. I complimented it to the point that I said this was just as good, if not like the best movie I've seen since Spider-Man No Way Home. I said it, and I'm not Gomer. I read your comment. I'm not counting Avengers Endgame because Endgame ended, and then that's the end of that story. And then this is the new story. And everything they've shown us in the new story has been ass to me. Everything in the new story after Endgame, everything after Tony Stark died has been ass, except for Spider-Man No Way Home. And this movie, everything has sucked out. Even the TV shows, everything. except for Spider-Man No Way Home and this movie. And the reason why this movie, like I said, I liked it, but I still hated stuff in it. This is what I hated in it.
Okay, we're waiting.
Drax the Destroyer is still just nothing but a dumbass. Nothing but a dumbass the whole fucking movie. And at the end, I'm gonna keep going back and forth. Don't judge me.
Nice.
But at the end, they just say, "Oh well, you're not really a dumbass, and you're not really a destroyer. You're really a father, and that's why you like these little kids." And we'll get into that in a little bit. But I just saying, like, oh, that was bullshit. Okay, the main thing before, because it's gonna keep coming. It's gonna come up. No one dies.
Oh, you wanted someone to die, huh?
I thought because Dave Bautista. Expecting. Yes, I was expecting because Dave Bautista said I don't want to be Drax, because Zoe Saldana said I don't want to be Gamora, because Rocket Raccoon said I don't want to be Rocket anymore, because they said we're not gonna pay this Puerto Rican illiterate motherfucker to say 3 words anymore. We're gonna make him say one more line where he says "I love you guys," and it sounds exactly like him. I honestly, after he said that line as Groot, Vin Diesel finally speaks when he said "I love you guys." I thought he would just say "Pero por qué?" Pero por qué? Yeah. I was like, oh, he finally earned his money, and he said more than one line in the movie. He made more than we make in 5 years, Kike, just for saying I am Groot.
Oh, well, yeah, at least he works out.
A bald piece of shit. I can work out. If somebody paid me the money they pay him, I would work out every day.
Well, they weren't paying him at the beginning.
Yeah, fuck him. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
So, he doesn't know the English language like you and I do. Kike.
I don't know.
Yeah, you're damn right. Anyways.
Okay, so next.
All right.
What is the next part that you didn't like?
I don't like the fact that, like I said, no one died. No one
you're
died.
Expecting, yeah.
So Marvel basically told James Gunn, don't kill anyone. Just make them go their separate ways. And then later down the line, we can convince them with money to come back.
Okay.
That's the shit that pissed me off.
I want to stop you there for a moment, and I'm going to say something that I already fucking know.
What?
That it's like, okay, so yeah, I thought differently than you in the sense that like the movie was telling you a story and you're totally invested in Rocket. Yeah, we know that this guy fell in love, lost his fucking girlfriend, and she's still alive, but she's from the past, so she doesn't know him. There's pretty much a breakup fucking movie at the beginning. That's the intro.
The whole movie is
my heart is broken.
Yeah, I'm just a loser.
Blah, blah, blah. And I'm a fucking loser and a fucking drinking beer. And it happened again. Who's going to help the guy? Who's going to tell him this and this and that? It happens. But the thing is, it became Rocket's fucking movie, man. And that's what I loved about this fucking movie.
It was sad.
It's a sad movie. I'm not going to lie. I cried at fucking animals dying.
Dude, the rabbit was scary as fuck. Yeah, he looked like a spider.
Yeah.
They were all crazy looking. And it was like, this is the best villain they've ever made because he is evil. Yeah. And you know what? When you think about it, the villain are the trans non-binary motherfuckers. Because they're all like, the world isn't perfect. We got to make them like we want. And if you don't like it, we're going to force you to make it. We're going to alter you. We're going to cut your tits off and your dick until you look like you feel. Perfect. Like us. That's what I felt when I was watching the movie. Like, holy shit, this James
there's
Gunn.
A quote in there. Like, he's like, you're not trying to make everyone perfect. You're trying everyone to like you or be like you.
Be like you.
You can't make anyone be like you. And that's the important message there. But anyways, what I was trying to get to is that the fact that like the one thing that you hated that you thought that you were expecting, which is Drax's fucking death, was the one thing that I also expected in the movie.
I thought Rocket was gonna die.
Yet, as I followed the movie, I was like, no, this guy is fine. Rocket he basically committed suicide, dude. It's a call to like that's the most fucked up call that a friend can make. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill myself. I don't give a fuck. It was a fucking good movie, man. It was crazy.
Amazing.
I thought that Rocket was gonna die. Honestly,
I want to complain some more. I love this movie. I do. Right, it's right there, right up there with Spider-Man: No Way Home. But I still have to complain. It's just in me. It's in me. It's in me. Okay, there was shit that I would have done better.
You are a Jew.
I told you. It's in the lineage. You dumbass.
You look like an Egyptian right now with that eyeliner.
Sometimes when I'm licking the ass, I'm sticking this in the pussy. Oh yeah!
Nothing to do with anything, but okay, let's go.
All right. Anyways, another thing that pisses me off. Fuck you, quit trying to be disrespectful. Just like Gomer Kyle just said, pisses me off. Number one complaint. Adam Warlock is another pussy ass Gore the God Butcher MODOK who gives a shit how powerful he is in the comic books. He's a dumbass little boy with a mom, and he answers to everybody, and he's dumb as fuck. And basically, he was made that way because since now they don't have Dave Bautista, and they're gonna need a dumbass in the team, this guy is gonna be the new role of Grax the Destroyer, the dumbass who doesn't know nothing and says the dumb shit in every movie. That pisses me the fuck off.
You think that was a plan?
Yes.
Okay.
Or maybe that was not the plan, but that's what Marvel told them to do. If this dumbass doesn't want to be the dumbass, then write this new dumbass to be the dumbass in the series. Okay. Adam Warlock,
like that.
Adam Warlock in the comic books is the guy who holds the Soul Stone. The stone that Black Widow died for, that Gamora got killed for, the shit that you have to sacrifice somebody for that Thanos did, and that fucking the Avengers got that stone in the comic books has nothing to do with what the MCU came up with. In the comic books, he is the holder of the stone.
Yeah,
he was born with it. He has it from the beginning. He's the only one powerful enough to hold it. He guards it.
He did have a stone.
Yeah. And it's nothing to do with the comics. It's just like, here's a little pimple because he has to look that way.
Okay. What if, I don't know, man. Like, what if this is a different timeline? Because they always play with that fucking bullshit, bro.
It's the MCU and everything's different in the MCU.
Yeah.
So those are just things that piss me off.
Yeah,
you know what was cool? When they showed the War Pig and that turtle, the cyborgs, they were scary looking.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
They're cool, but
you know what? There was a couple of things.
Well, you know what? Let me just interrupt you there because like when Warlock fucking like went like to the fucking like the war pig or whatever.
Yeah.
There was no fluid coming out of the esophagus or anything. It was just clean cut. Like
it was clean cut.
But then there was a fighting scene where all the fucking Guardians were fighting all these fucking.
That was the best scene.
That was amazing, and you could see everything going like, that
was amazing.
I don't know what happened. It's like, did they give this to one fucking CGI company that didn't add that, and then they give this other scene to another CGI company? They were like, let's make it badass. And the directors and producers didn't fucking put one and one together, and they're like, why did the pig didn't get all the fucking shit out, when he did that? What is going on? I hate those things, man. It's kind of like, come on, man, consistency, man. Like, that this guy doesn't have any fuel inside or what, dude? Like, but yeah, that's my complaint. That's my complaint.
Yeah. They also changed the dog from being a boy to being a girl. Kike, this transgender bullshit.
Well, it's Siri. You can change it from a boy or a girl from here or from Europe.
Then you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I got used to it, but chinga su madre, it pissed me off at the beginning. Because come on, I wanted to hear the Russian voice of the dog and shit.
The guy that like a little dog. Hey, I'm a good boy. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. In my head, I always envisioned that. And then I hear like woke ass little fucking blonde girl and shit. Sylvester Stallone. What did you think of that son of a bitch being called back to be in this movie?
That's cool, man. Continuity, man. I like continuity, man. Like I want the same fucking actors to be the same actors and whatnot. And I think that's why, and I acknowledge the fact that you said that, is like maybe in the future, Drax is going to come back. But again, I'm going to say at the end credit, one of the end credits at the very end, it says Star-Lord will come back. It doesn't
we're not there yet, Kike. We're still talking about the movie. You dumbass.
Well, that's why I was like telling you, like, I don't think like that's why like they didn't kill fucking this guy. You know,
they kill nobody. But there's another shit that I wanted to talk about before you move into the shit we haven't shown. We're about to show that.
You said I'm gonna go back and forth, but okay, it's not good for me. Okay, fine.
We're not done with the end of credits, but we're not there yet. That's what I'm trying to say. We're talking about the movie, not the end of credits.
You talked about the end credits at the beginning.
Anyways, Nebula, Karen Gillian, was she wearing one of those fucking shits that makes your tits look like you don't have tits, or what?
I think that they're trying to say that she's a robot.
No, because in the other movies, she clearly had tits.
Exactly.
And now she's like, she has a beer gut and a fucking no tits, like a man.
I think they did that.
You look like it. Honestly, I'm not trying to diss her. I think she was wearing something that was making her look like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is they're trying to say she's an android. And Thanos did a lot of fucking things to her.
That's bullshit, bro. That's
what if
like
he cut her
transgender
tits?
Shit. Like that's like, oh, you got surgery, so now you don't look like what you were born, so you're like this weird thing.
Meanwhile, in her IG, you see her in dresses, and she looks beautiful as fuck, dude. Like, really.
There's some weird shit, bro, that Disney's trying to do. I just feel like it's fucked up.
I don't get it.
It's really fucked up. But let's get into what Geek want to talk about. Shit, the end of credit scenes.
You said it before. You said the new fucking Guardians.
Yeah. Every Guardians of the Galaxy, they all go their separate ways. And they leave Rocket in charge to be the new leader of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And he has a new team. And then the new team consists of apparently none other than of course, Sean Gunn, James Gunn, deformed fucking looking brother, because he needs to have a job at Marvel and also DC. And then the only reason he has a job at both fucking companies at the same time, making hundreds of millions of dollars, is because his brother, the successful brain of the pack, decided to like, let me throw you a bone and get you a job. Just don't do any drugs or fuck any lesbians, and you'll be okay. And
did you see something weird about his like appearance? Like they gave him a beer gut, and obviously when he's like running, the thing looks so fake. Like, obviously, this guy's gonna get in shape by the next movie.
We'll
he's
see.
Gonna be like, no, trust me. He's gonna be in shape by the next movie, which is gonna be like in 3 years or something. And he's gonna look like the guy from the comic books, bro, with the fucking like thing, and he's fucking in shape and shit.
Well, we'll see. He's gonna be blue, because if he's not blue, he's not Yondu. But anyways, Yondu already died. We know that.
Exactly.
The other members, apparently, of the new Guardians are going to be the dog, who was changed from a boy to a girl. I don't know why. Adam Warlock, which feels still fucking stupid. Which pisses me off. And a little girl they rescued from Drax, who's supposed to be like, I don't know, some superpower little girl and shit.
Because I didn't get that part, honestly.
It's another character, but the character's not supposed to be a little girl. She is the daughter of Captain Marvel or some shit like that. Nothing to do with what they made her be right here, a little captive girl. I don't know what they're doing. They just want an excuse to make a little girl character for the Young Avengers or Super Space Avengers, whatever the fuck next superheroes, little girls, lesbians they want to make. And so Disney said, let's just strap the name of this comic book character on this little girl. And that's exactly what they did. But yeah, what do you think of this new Guardians of the Galaxy? Oh, and I'm not done, because all of a sudden, before the aliens show up, and I forgot the little dog. Remember, they have a little weird little fucking puppet, like Muppet dog. It's all furry and shit. He's part of the new crew. He's the new Rocket Raccoon, because Rocket Raccoon's the new leader, so they need a fucking pet, because Rocket's no longer a pet. He's the leader, so they need actual pet. And so they got this little fucking gremlin shit to be the new pet when you think about it. That's what's going on. But then Rocket says, because all these fucking...
Groot was a pet all along, actually.
Well, that's what I'm trying to get at. All these monsters come out, and fucking Rocket says, hey, Groot, wake the fuck up. And we find out that Groot is finally at his fucking final form. And he's like King Groot. Like this big-ass fucking shit. All swollen and shit. Vin Diesel finally decided to work out and shit.
Hulk-wise, yeah.
Yeah. And so that's what we see. That's what we see. And that's the new Guardians of the Galaxy team, everybody. What do you think, Gil? The new guy, you excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Part 4?
It's too soon to call it, man. Like I said before,
James Gunn is gone. James Gunn is gone.
That's what okay, yeah.
Yeah, James Gunn is gone. He is the new leader in the DC universe. He doesn't have time to come back and make another Guardians movie. Do you think with what the ending shows here, this new team, you think Marvel is going to not fuck this up?
It's too soon to call it, man. It's too soon to call it. We need to know who's gonna write the next one. I mean, we just fucking saw this one, man. And the fact of the matter that, like, at the very end, in the second credit scene, the second one, can you put that on? Because you're gonna be saying like, we haven't been talking about that right now. You son of a bitch.
You're right.
I'm gonna bring that up, not you.
The second credit scenes, we see Star-Lord with his grandfather, because everybody goes their separate ways. And let me explain it, because I didn't explain it. Gamora, because she's the Gamora from another timeline, doesn't give a fuck about Peter Quill. She decides to go back to the Ravagers because she's a Ravager now, and she goes back to her new family, and she doesn't give a fuck about the Guardians. That's fucked up. Fucking, what's that little girl with the Asian girl with the antennas? Kremlin or whatever the fuck her name was. She decides. Yeah. I don't know. I don't remember. She decides to whatever. She was dumb. She was next to Drax. She was pretty dumb. But anyways. She goes off to go find herself or some bullshit because she doesn't know if she's a boy or a girl or an alien, or she doesn't even know if she has a penis or not. So she leaves to be by herself. And Nebula stays in nowhere to rebuild and father these little children that she wants to raise with Drax the Destroyer or some bullshit like that. And the rest of them become the new Guardians, but Peter Quill decides to go back to Earth to meet his grandfather and finally be part of a family and no longer be a superhero. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you think, Cat?
No, you were going to say the part where I'm going to say the fucking like ending. So at the end, the second credit ending, the second ending credit is like Peter Quill sitting down, obviously now with his fucking grandfather, who's never seen before. He's probably old as fuck, like he said before in the movie. He's like, I don't know, man. He's probably like 98 years old. People die at fucking 57 or something. And they're like, people die at fucking 57 in Earth? That sucks, man. Why even leave? Like, what the fuck? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that's the end credit. The end credit is him. He's having some cereal. And he's like, I don't know, Grandpa. I mean, I don't want to mow the lawn. I mean, like, I'm almost 45, and what are people going to think about this? And he's like, I don't know. I don't care. I'm reading my news. And in the news, you see that they like it says aliens encounters or alien invasion. And then at the very bottom, it says, or like right next to it, it says Kevin Bacon tells us the details. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's obviously like like they talk about the Christmas special that happened last year,
Yeah.
And yeah, it's funny. It's weird. I didn't think that we're gonna put that. I thought honestly that the grandpa was already dead. That would make sense. 90 something. I don't know.
Well, either way, I recommend you buy a ticket and go watch this in the theaters in IMAX.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
It's a good movie. Really good. It's really, this is the best
movie. Has a lot of action, actually.
This is the best movie since Spider-Man No Way Home that Marvel has put out. Everything has been ass, including the shows. Everything has been ass, except for Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah.
And this movie. That's it. Mm-hmm. Even Ant-Man. Next to this movie, Ant-Man sucks ass. Yeah.
And again, at the very end, it doesn't say the Guardians of the Universe.
They're all still alive. No one dies.
Yeah, they're alive. They're alive.
All still alive. They can still bribe them with money, and they can come back for one more.
Yeah.
They can. Even if it isn't for James Gunn, they would still come back for money.
But at the very end, you can only see one thing, and it says Star-Lord will come back. It doesn't say this the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just Star-Lord. So they only have a contract with him. Again. He's the guy who has a contract. That's it. That's all I'm saying. He has a contract. No one else has.
Yeah. True story.
He's the one who has it. He signed up for it. He's like, I'm in. I'm all in. No one else does.
It's a good movie. I think you will like it. That's all I'm saying. Cheers, Guardians and James Gunn. I have confidence in you now in DC.
Hey, like shit like this, make sure you like and subscribe to our channel and check out the full podcast on the link to the right where we discuss more topics we don't post on these short videos. Peace.